All right, also in this video, I'm going to be showing you how we go about using the Acuity block in Squarespace to take some booking consultation calls. So first things first is we need a page. So I've created in my not linked section for now, Acuity example, and I'm gonna hit edit to the content area of my page. And now first things first, you're going to add a insert point and then find your Acuity block. Now, if you have never used Acuity before, you want to click right here. If you use Squarespace, what you will get is a free Acuity plan. I think it's normally maybe $10 a month. Is that right? Normally 180 a year. So you will get a free Acuity plan, which is super helpful. So if you haven't already gotten an Acuity account, you would just hit accept your invite and sign up now. It will prompt you through a few initial steps to set the thing up. Now, if you already have an Acuity account, you will just come in here and paste in the link to your appointment type. So let me log into my Acuity account and then come back to you. There we go. Okay, so let's see. The first thing we want to do is add a new appointment type. So I am going to create a new type of service, and I'm going to name this booking consult. Then I can decide on the amount of time that my booking consultation will go for. I normally leave it at 30 minutes. One thing which you can do is you can block off time before or after. So say if you want 5 minutes to prepare for the call and you want to give yourself a 10-minute buffer in case it goes long, then you can also add time in before and after. That's an option. For me, I'm just going to leave it at 0. Booking consultation calls are generally free, so I would probably leave this at $0. Category is not so important for you right now, so I would just leave that the way it is. Picture is optional if you want a photo for that. And then I would leave it as public as well. Now, one thing which you can do, actually no, I'm gonna skip that for now. We'll create our appointment type for now and I'll come back to that after. So now I have my booking consultation call. I'm gonna go over to my availability area. Now I need to find booking consult. That's the one that I created. Now my Acuity is a bit more intense because I have other things set up here. Let me explain this quickly. So you can have different availability for different types of phone calls. So I've sort of set my availability based off the different groups that I've grouped things into. So for this booking consult, let me find where it is. Booking consult, there we go. I'm gonna set hours specifically for that one type of, we're calling it a service technically. So now it's setting hours for group 7. So that's just my booking consultation calls. Again, if you're doing this for the first time, you can kind of skip that step, but just because I have a lot of different appointment types in my Acuity, I wanted to set the call times for that specific type of service. So anyways, you can decide if this type of service, like your booking consultations, has regular hours. So say you want to take booking consultations between 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. every day. You would just type that in. I'm just going to copy that, put it in here. Oops, nope. There we go. Okay. Saturday, Sunday, I'm going to be closed. So you can decide if you would like it to be regular hours every single week, and you can change that. You can have Tuesday and Wednesday are different than Thursday and Friday if you want. It's up to you. Now the other thing is, so we're going to save these regular hours. The other option is, let's say that maybe, let's pick July 1st. That's an obvious holiday. Say on July 1st, is that a weekend? Oh, that's a weekend. Okay, well, whatever. We'll choose July 2nd. Let's pretend that July 2nd is, 4th of July. Here we go. 4th of July is a holiday. So say I don't want to be available on the 4th of July. I want to take a holiday. So I just delete it out and click set hours. So I can set my general availability up here. You can also come in down here and choose and say, I want to take a long weekend this weekend. So I'm going to delete out that one and delete out this one as well. So you can set general hours, but you can also edit it so that on certain specific days, you sort of change your availability. Or maybe I just want to leave early that day. So I will only want like 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. on that specific day. So yeah, so you can set your general hours, or you can set specific hours based off like certain days and times. So yeah, that is all of that. One other thing, which if you are creating an Acuity account for the first time, it will prompt you to do this. You can connect your calendar, whatever calendar you normally use. You can connect your calendar to Acuity, and then you'll notice here it has like 2 times blocked off, 3 times blocked off, 2 times blocked off. That's just automatically being pulled from my Google Calendar. So say I had like 3 different phone calls I was doing today. So those were set in my Google Calendar, and Google Calendar and Acuity speak to each other, I guess you could say. And so any time that's blocked off in my Google Calendar, even if I'm normally available from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., but in my Google Calendar, I have something booked from 12 until 12:30, then Acuity knows that, and they will not allow someone to schedule a call in that same amount of time. So yeah, the other option is if you're going on holiday, you could just like block it off in your Gcal, or you can come in here and block it off in here. It's up to you. I normally just do it in my Google Calendar because I'm in that more often than I'm in Acuity. So your other option, say again, if I want to take the whole of the 25th off, I could just go into Google Calendar and set myself like busy, just create an appointment that takes the entire day in my Google Calendar, and then Acuity can't schedule anything then. So yeah, I definitely suggest setting up the calendar integration that's sync with other calendars. Happens right in there, but if you're just setting up for the first time, it should prompt you to do that. So yeah. Let's see. The other very important thing, so let's go to client scheduling page. Then instead of my general scheduling page, which gives people all of these like zillion different options, what I want is just say on my services page or my contact page, I just want the option for the booking consultation call to come up. So I'm here in client scheduling page link. Then I want to copy, this is the direct link to this specific appointment type. I'm going to copy it. And that's when I go back into Squarespace and paste that in. I'm going to click apply and then save. And you'll see that the times are appearing here. So for when someone comes onto your website, they want to book a consultation with you. What they do is they could click and then go, oh no, that doesn't work for me. Yeah, next Friday the 25th at 10 a.m. works. Continue. They pop in all their details, complete their appointment. You will get an email to notify you that you have a consultation call at that time. It will also be added if you've synced it with your calendar to say, for me, it's my Google Calendar. If you have, I don't know, Microsoft or Apple, whatever those calendars are, it will also add it to there, depending on what calendar you've synced with Acuity. Your client, the person who, or potential client, I guess you could say, because it's a booking consultation, potential client will also get a notification. It will get added. They have the option to add it to their calendar. And then Acuity also, 24 hours before whatever they've scheduled, they will get a 24 hours before the scheduled call, they'll get a reminder and you'll get a reminder. And that tends to be super helpful. I would suggest there is an option in Acuity to turn that off. I would honestly leave it though, because it really decreases the number of people who forget about your appointment, because that is a legitimate problem that sometimes happens. So yeah. That is basically the quick steps to setting up booking consultation calls on your website. So I hope that was helpful for you, and I definitely invite you, if you haven't already come to the blog, the blog has tons of super helpful content on everything Squarespace, so I definitely invite you to come take a poke around the Squarespace section of the blog. If this video was helpful for you, then I'm sure there will be others on there that are also equally helpful for you. So best of luck with all of the website things.